Leo Messi, and still Leo Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Brilliant, 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 Lionel Messi! Cristiano Ronaldo, that is stunning. He is still the man. Ronaldo, brilliant.
Messi! Lionel Messi!
See? Who is the best player in the world? Stunning! Just
My time has come.
Yes, it has. And it's actually about time. Karim Benzema has only ever finished in the top 15 for Ballon d'Or rankings once. And that was last season. As if you needed more evidence that the Ballon d'Or is the most stupid thing we care about in football. I'll also add that even though he did make it into the top 5 last season, he did finish behind Jorginho.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
But this season should be different. Benzema has put forth a pretty strong case for the award outright. And in this video, I'm gonna present that case. So, let's get into it. Karim is more complete than 5 years ago, Ancelotti said after returning to Madrid last season. Physically, Benzema is better than ever, emotionally too. There's a confidence, a calm, and assuredness about him, almost zen. He's more of a leader, he feels more important, and that makes the difference. He has more personality, Ancelotti went on to say. His raw production has also changed over recent years. He scored 11 goals in 16-17, which was his age 28 season, and a paltry 5 in 2017-18, his age 29 season. The writing seemed to be on the wall, and it read, Karim Benzema is washed. Things changed after that 17-18 season though. Ronaldo left, and a void that threatened to suck the entire club in was created. Florentino Perez made a relatively big money move for Vinicius Jr., but other than that, no Ronaldo replacement was brought in. The goals would be supplemented in-house. The result? 92 league goals in 139 games. That's around 2 goals every 3 games. Add assists, and that's nearly a goal contribution every game. And of course, this past season has been his best. So let's dig a bit deeper into it. Karim is a striker, so naturally let's start with his goal tally. His 27 goals was best in La Liga, 9 ahead of Iago Aspas. His 15 Champions League goals was also best in the competition. That's the 3rd most goals scored in a Champions League campaign, and the most scored by someone not named Cristiano Ronaldo. Apart from the final, he scored in every knockout game he played, accounting for 10 of Madrid's 15 goals post the group stage. That's 3 against PSG, 3 against City, and 4 against Chelsea. That included back-to-back hat-tricks in the knockout phase against Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea. There are 4 players who have scored hat-tricks in back-to-back UEFA Champions League games. 2 of those have done so in the group stage. One of the 2 to have done so in the knockout stage is Cristiano Ronaldo. The other is of course Karim Benzema. He has this innate ability to drop in and out of plays as and when he's needed. Often you'll see him get involved in the build-up before Houdiniing out of the play and then slipping back to apply one of the final touches to a move. This ability stems from his understanding of when to vacate space and allow others to operate in central areas. This is something he's always had, and players like Cristiano Ronaldo have benefited much because of it. He's also really good at repositioning himself when trying to make runs in behind. He was never a real speedster, and that's definitely not the case at 34 years of age, but it's his timing and constant movement that allows him to get on the end of these. One thing that really sets him apart from a lot of especially young strikers is that he positions his body in a way that makes sure he's facing the goal before he receives the ball, and that makes him more of a threat when he does receive it, and allows him the opportunity to take on shots early while the defense isn't settled. His patience when making these runs is also noteworthy. He often waits for opposition defenders to make mistakes, which allows him the smallest of gaps to accelerate through and get into space. But what about his ability when he gets in front of goal? He overperformed his expected goal tally by 4.8, which had him in the top 1% in Europe's top 5 leagues. You'd expect that type of difference would mean it's unsustainable, and while it might be, that number has been at least 4.5 3 times in his last 4 seasons, and even crept up to 5 the season before last. He's able to score a wide variety of goals too, whether it be deft finishes from close range, powerful headers, or tap-ins after beating the keeper. His control inside the box helps him do this. Here he softly cushions the ball, which allows it to pop up for the strike without needing to take another touch. He's able to generate a lot of power with his shots without giving up much in terms of accuracy. This is mainly down to his superb technique and balance in the box. His creativity and passing is often underrated, and is probably one of the best link-up strikers in the world. His decision making has been refined through years of experience, and his judgment is very rarely off. He understands when to go short and when to go long, and he's taken a liking to these little flicks in behind. He's also able to hold up the play and wait for players around him to make the right runs. He'll burst forward to support the play or get on the end of chances after that. He'll do this in the wider areas too, allowing players to make runs in behind in the central areas. His connection with Vinicius Jr. has been particularly lethal. Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane are the other contenders for the award this season. Kareem has scored more non-penalty goals than both of them in all competitions this season, despite playing fewer minutes. He was also only a single assist of Salah's tally. Ben's also won La Liga and the Champions League, which should give him a leg up over them in the eyes of the voters, even though Mane did win the African Cup of Nations. It seems like a pretty straightforward case to me. He has performed consistently throughout the season, came up clutch when Madrid needed him the most, and led them to very prized silverware as the best player on the team. Those are all the traditional hallmarks for a Ballon d'Or winner. Add the down seasons for Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, and no World Cup to skew people's thinking, and you have the best case for Karim Benzema to win the 2022 Ballon d'Or.